Hi everybody, this is May 25th, 2024, and I'm just on the R3 bus from Maple Ridge, British Columbia to Coquitlam, and I'm just coming back from just trying to let you see the view. I'm just coming back from my Weight Watcher meeting, my Saturday in-person Weight Watcher meeting. So I'm posting these videos as kind of a video journal of coping with the isolation and confinement of my little brother Paul Kierans with Down syndrome by his group home L'Arche. That's L'Arche. Please Google it. It was founded by two SEXPREDATORS Jean Vanier and defrocked, excommunicated Catholic priest from France, Thomas Philippe. So these two guys cooked up a scheme where they created group homes for profoundly mentally incapable adults around the world so that they could prey on the women that work there. There was an investigation into this done by L'Arche itself. They wrote a 900-page report that was published on January 23rd, 2023. And so it disclosed that after Jean Vanier, Jeanvanier, a retired Canadian naval officer, who was one of the two guys that cooked up L'Arche, after he died in 2019, many women came forward that had worked at L'Arche and said that he had abused them as part of a cult ritual. L'Arche says that none of the actual residents, the incapable residents at L'Arche, were abused by Jean Vanier or Thomas Philippe. But in my opinion, it's impossible to say. It's impossible to know. So, so I'm just, as I said, using these videos as a journal of the journey of my legal journey of trying to free my brother from L'Arche's clutches. On September 12th of 2022, L'Arche's lawyer, Tara Britnell, ordered my 81-year-old nun sister in Ontario, who they had secretly appointed as Paul's representative, with a secret document that I say was a fraud and forgery. So they ordered her to terminate all Paul's contact with me. Ultimately, Tara Britnell relented, and she allowed me to have a 10-minute phone call with Paul once a week. And I recorded those phone calls. Paul repeatedly said he loved me and missed me. And his last wish to me was that he said, "Kathleen, take me to a movie." So on April 13th, Paul, according to L'Arche, had a stroke. And I wasn't informed of this until the night of April 15th, 2024. And I was allowed a 10-minute visit with him, supervised by the nun. So she didn't arrive in Vancouver, or she didn't arrive in Greater Vancouver at the Burnaby General Hospital until the afternoon of April 15th. So Paul sat alone, or laid alone. I was not informed until she was ensconced at his bedside. And then she got him into a private room, so it was only her and a L'Arche employee, Celine Verdark. So I had a court application to restore my visits with Paul set for April 22nd. And I told the doctor he better be alive the morning of April 22nd. Paul did not appear to me to be dying. He seemed to be improving. The second visit that I was allowed with him, he sat up, he grabbed a book from my hands and started turning the pages. He gripped my hand very tightly when I said my name. Right now we're just going over the Pitt River. Can you see that? It's beautiful. It's one of the biggest rivers and one of the biggest salmon rivers in the world. It's a tidal river, so it goes up and down. Anyways, so what was so shocking to me was what my nun sister from Ontario does is that she has virtually, throughout their lives, hadn't virtually no involvement with any of my family members, but if somebody appeared to be dying, then she would fly in and take over and instruct the medical staff on how to respond. So Paul had to die quick because she had to get back to North Bay, Ontario. She's 81. She uses a walker. She's very fat and frail. And he was recovering. He wasn't dying. People don't die from strokes anymore. And so she ensconced herself. If she thought I was around, she sat by his bedside. But otherwise, she would sit in the hallway reading her smartphone. Just a truly psychopathic, sociopathic, evil. I mean, the nuns didn't like her. All the time that I knew her, she was never allowed to live or never lived in the convent. They always put her in a house or an apartment. And most of her life, she lived in the United States. Anyways, I just want to let you know that I believe that she told the medical staff at Burnaby General Hospital to sedate Paul, that he was in pain. He did not appear to be in pain at all to me. He looked me right in the eye. He appeared to be struggling to recover from the stroke. Most people do recover. The majority of people do recover from strokes in this day and age, but he was on a timeline to die because she had to get back to Northern Ontario. So,
Ottawa Street.
I don't know, in my people who are live in other parts of the world and may be watching this, Canada has what's called medical assistance in dying law. So adults who are capable, even disabled adults who are mentally capable, can ask to be killed. And they're killed at the rate of about 20 people a day. I've lost track. This was brought into place shortly after Justin Trudeau became Prime Minister. And what I believe happened is my sister instructed the medical staff to sedate Paul, and he was sedated to death as a form of medical assistance in dying. Paul, I'm so sorry. I tried everything that I could to free you, dear. But people are going to behave in the criminal matter, and that's what I believe took place here. I believe that this was criminal activity. The reason they call it criminal is because if you try and fight back using civil litigation, you can't win. Anyways, Paul, today would have been a day that you and I would have visited together, and I would have I'm going to make beef stew in the crock pot.
Next stop, Shaughnessy Street.
And you would have loved it. I miss you so much, dear, but I know you're having fun in heaven. You're out of May's reach. Take care, everybody.